2006 UK 1 penny coin. The British 1 penny. It's the smallest denomination in the UK, often found at the bottom of a washing machine or stuck in a car cup holder. Most people think a penny from 2006 is just, well, a penny. But in the world of numismatics, every year tells a story. 2006 was a massive year for the Royal Mint, and while you might have hundreds of these in your change jars, there are specific things, errors, compositions, and proof versions that make certain 2006 pennies worth significantly more than their face value. Today, we're looking at the 2006 portcullis penny. We'll talk about the magnet test, the rare collector sets, and why this specific year represents the end of an era for British design. First, let's look at what we're dealing with. The Obverse. In 2006, we were using the fourth portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Ian Rank-Broadley. You can see his initials, IRB, right under the Queen's neck. This portrait was used from 1998 all the way until 2015. The reverse. This is the classic crowned portcullis with chains. This symbol was originally a badge of the House of Beaufort and was first used on British coins way back in the time of Henry VII. The mintage factor. Now, here is the reality check. In 2006, the Royal Mint produced 452,731,000 of these for circulation. That is nearly 500 million coins. Because the mintage is so high, a standard, brown, circulated 2006 penny is only worth 1 penny. However, the quality and the material are where the value starts to climb. If you find a penny from before 1992, it's made of bronze. But by 2006, the Royal Mint had long since switched to copper-plated steel. If you take a magnet to your 2006 penny, it should stick. This is because the core is steel. Why does this matter? Because they are steel-based, 2006 pennies are prone to rusting or bubbling under the copper plating if they get damp. Collectors look for coins. These are 2006 pennies that look like they just came off the press today, with no spots or darkening. The wrong planchette error. Collectors are always hunting for a 2006 penny struck on a bronze planchette. It's incredibly rare, but if you find a 2006 penny that does not stick to a magnet, you've hit the jackpot. That coin could be worth £50 to £100 or more to an error hunter. While there are 452 million normal pennies, there are two versions that are much harder to find: brilliant uncirculated bulletin. These were sold in special Royal Mint sets. They were struck with higher pressure and handled with gloves. A bulletin 2006 penny can sell for £1 to £3. The proof penny. These are the supermodels of the coin world. They have a mirror-like background and frosted details. Only about 40,000 to 50,000 were made as part of the 2006 proof sets. If you find a 2006 proof penny in its original case, it's a beautiful piece that collectors will easily pay £5 to £10 for. 2006 was one of the last full years for this specific design. Just 2 years later, in 2008, the UK completely changed its coinage to the jigsaw shield design by Matthew Dent. The 2006 penny represents the peak of the traditional decimal era. It was a time before the 2008 redesign and before the 2012 Olympics. Coins changed how we look at our change. It's a classic piece of British culture. Conclusion. So, what's the verdict on the 2006 British penny? If it's brown and dirty, keep it for your parking meter. But if you find one that is flawless, bright red, or most importantly one that doesn't stick to a magnet, you need to set it aside. Coin collecting isn't always about finding a £1 million coin, it's about finding the best version of history. What's the oldest or shiniest penny you've ever found in your change? Let me know in the comments. And if you want to see a breakdown of the 2008 Shield transition, let me know and I'll make that video next. Would you like me to create a quick identification chart for the different 2006 penny varieties so you can screen grab it for your next hunt? Thanks for watching.